I'm Tarika, welcoming you to get curried. Now, of course, I've been getting a lot of requests to show you some easy recipes during Ramzan, but unfortunately, I fell ill and I couldn't bring these recipes to you sooner. But Der I, Durust I, which is why today I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious thread chicken. It's crisp on the outside and nice and juicy on the inside and so packed with flavors. So my three famous words, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is make a really delicious marinade, for which I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, 1 teaspoon of ginger paste, ketchup, some salt, red chili powder, black pepper powder. To this I'm also going to add some dark soy sauce and plain white vinegar and just mix these up. Time to marinate the chicken. I'm using about 200 grams of boneless chicken, which I've cut up into almost as equal as is possible strips like this. Just coat the chicken pieces. I'm gonna dive in with my hands, don't worry, very clean. So just put all the chicken pieces in here. Coat them really well with the marinade. And let this rest then for at least half an hour so that we get all the flavors from this delicious marinade into the chicken. Set this aside for half an hour. While the chicken is marinating, what I've done is that I've boiled up some noodles. These are just regular noodles, and I've boiled them in heavily salted water. Let the water drain. After that, run them through some cold water so that they stop cooking, and then tossed it with some corn flour so that that coats the noodles completely, and then that will help us wrap these noodles around the chicken. So now I'm going to set this aside and move back to the chicken. The chicken needs a final coating of some corn flour so that the noodles can also stick to it easily. So I've got some corn flour here, to which I'm going to add the white of 1 egg and whisk that up. And now I'm going to add this mixture of corn flour and egg white to the chicken and coat it completely in this. Right, so once this is mixed together, now what we have to do is just assemble the thread chicken together, which means wrapping the noodle around the pieces of chicken. So let's get this show on the road. I'm going to take a piece of chicken and wrap some noodles around it. It's fairly simple. Everything's got corn flour on it, so it should stick easily. Just do this by bit. Don't take too much of the noodle in one go. You want to wrap the noodle around the chicken. That's what we're going for. Take some of the noodle. Doesn't have to be the most neat thing. Wrap it around like that and you'll see that it's sticking. That's what these babies look like once they've been wrapped with the noodles. Now it's time to start frying them. When you're frying this chicken, make sure that you use the smaller burner on your gas stove. Now this is because the chicken will take a little bit of time to cook inside, and you don't want a case where the noodles crisp up faster and the chicken stays raw. So which is why you should heat the oil on a medium flame for about 5 minutes and then drop the heat to low as you fry the thread chicken. I like to use this spoon to drop the chicken into the hot oil. Now what I've done is that I've turned the heat down to low so that the chicken can cook evenly, so that the noodles don't cook faster than the chicken, because we don't want the chicken to be raw on the inside. So this will cook now on a low flame for about 5 to 6 minutes. I've cooked this first batch on a low flame for about 5 to 7 minutes. Now it's time to pull it out and let it drain on a paper towel, and then I'll cook the second batch. Look at that beauty. That is my second batch also frying up. I've put it on a low flame and I'm going to let this cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. And about the 3-minute mark, I'll flip the side, turn them over. Look at that, how beautiful. Look at that, just see it's perfectly cooked on the inside. And look at that golden crispiness on top. Let's plate this up. If you have some Szechuan sauce at hand, I promise you these will taste so amazing with Szechuan sauce. I don't, which is why I'm using some ketchup, but this recipe is so amazing. I've tried to cook fairly healthy during this lockdown period, but this recipe for thread chicken will make you strongly believe what I always say, that true love is deep fried. If you like this recipe, please subscribe to get curried and come back here for loads more every week.